Our Kara Wagland is covering Super Bowl Media Day for us yet again at the Super Bowl. Here she is. She joins us on the show, our annual visit. So nobody proposed to Drake Maye like they used to do to Tom Brady all those years ago. What was the wildest thing you saw on Monday, Kara Wagland?
No wedding dresses, no proposals. It was actually a fairly subdued media night compared to previous years that I've attended. There's a couple guys walking around in costume. There was a guy dressed up as, I believe, Charmander. My kid's going to kill me because I think I might have got that wrong. Might have been some other iteration of Charmander. But there's a couple Pokemons. There's a few different people. Miss Illinois, Miss Maryland are here in all of their glory with their crowns. But other than that, there weren't a ton of wild characters like we usually see in previous years. So everyone's kind of relaxed, enjoying media nights, but nothing crazy or wild this year so far.
What do you attribute that to, Kara? Is it just did it get old? What happened at Super Bowl Media Day?
Well, we had to drive an hour to get here, first of all. Dave Naylor complained the whole car ride up that it was an hour drive from San Francisco out to Santa Clara where we had to come. He wanted me to personally tell you that the whole impetus behind Media Night not being great is because of the hour drive. It's in a smaller arena. It's in a convention center. There isn't the stadium where they usually house all the fans and all the seating. And so the fans are kind of sequestered to one little corner of the arena, and so they're not really able to get close to the players. So I think that that's kind of to blame for why it's a little more subdued. It makes it a little easier for us to do our jobs and ask questions, which is great, but otherwise not the same hype as previous years.
Well, you had a chance to ask some hard-hitting questions to some big names from the Patriots. How are the Patriots feeling days away from Super Bowl 60? And specifically, how's Drake Maye's shoulder holding up?
Yeah, that's a big question, right? Because he was limited in 3 practices last week. He missed 1 with an illness, and so everyone's kind of wondering, how is the shoulder feeling? He said that he did some throwing today. It felt good. He doesn't foresee any issues moving forward. We all knew he was going to play. We were just kind of wondering, would it hamper him? But he didn't seem concerned about it at all. I also spoke to the Patriots about how they're feeling ahead of Super Bowl 60. Very calm and relaxed. They talked about how the message from Coach Vrabel was to trust the process, trust the team that they've been that's gotten them here, and to not try and be anything different or trying to change what they've been doing so far. There's a lot of faith in Coach Vrabel. Stephon Diggs was asked about what's different from this team to previous teams he played on. It was kind of interesting because he said right away the coaching, because this coach played football before. And then I think he kind of realized how that sounded. He backtracked a little bit. He's like, I had some great coaches in the past too, but there's just something different about a player who's been in the game and who has played and knows what it feels like to be there. A lot of credit thrown Mike Vrabel's way. I actually got a chance to ask Mike Vrabel a question. I said to him, what is his message going to be to Drake Maye, the last thing he's going to say before he walks out on the field? And it was really sweet because he looked at me and he said, I'm going to say to him, I'm so excited to watch you play. The same thing I say to all my kids. It was actually a really nice moment. I'm like, I was ready to go out on the field and throw a touchdown pass for Vrabel.
I love that. That's a great story. You mentioned your kids earlier. I understand that Drake Maye's diet might be similar to what your kids might eat on game day?
Well, he talked a lot about what a great cook his wife is. He actually eats her food, unlike my children who don't eat mine. But someone did ask him if he has to cook, what is he able to cook? And he said he can do PB&J and he can do grilled cheese, and that's about the extent of the menu that he can cook. He did talk about things that him and his wife enjoy doing together. Really an old soul, this 23-year-old. He said him and his wife enjoy playing pickleball and playing mahjong together, which who doesn't enjoy a good game of mahjong?
I love mahjong. I absolutely love it.
Right?
Pickleball, I feel like maybe that's 20 years down the road. Wow, they're like 2 retirees. That's fantastic.
It was wild.
Well, I hope you have a great time. What's up for the rest of the night? Are you going to try to track? There's no one in a wedding dress. I'm so disappointed, Wags, that there's nobody in a wedding dress at this entire media day.
We got some cheerleaders behind us. Charizard. Oh, it was Charizard. Now my son won't be mad. Charizard is still floating around. But yeah, that's it. It's actually kind of starting to thin out. The Seahawks are just finishing up their media avails now, and so it's kind of dying down. Everyone's getting ready to go home and get some sleep.
Okay, well, you've been working hard all day. You go home, get some sleep, Wags. Enjoy Super Bowl 60. Thanks for this. Super Bowl 60 this Sunday right here on TSN, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Seahawks 4.5-point favorites against the Patriots in Santa Clara. Sam Darnold is your favorite to win Super Bowl MVP. Seattle is attempting to win their 2nd Super Bowl in franchise history.